Right then, my lovelies, today's big adventure is incredible. I am on my phone in the car and I'm going to make this model. Basically, because of the snow, a friend with the keys is stuck. Don't worry about where and all of that, because I might run out of phone battery. I may insert a bit. I may go when I get home and I can plug things in and all of that. I may insert a bit to explain. But anyway, trust me, I'm stuck. I've got over an hour, and no, I haven't now. I've got less than an hour. And let's see what we can do with this little beauty. Why have I got it? I got it because I bought a bunch of second-hand ones from the shop in Morpeth, and this one fell out of the bag in the back of the car. And I know that this one has got a new tube of glue that I stuffed in it, and I think I've got a pair of scissors, and I've got a little box that I can use as a worktop. I wonder how this will go. Come on, let's go for it. I'm inserting this piece into the film just to try and make sense of what's going on. Helping me mate do stuff. We're taking some stuff over to a storage place right next to the one that I use, and he's got the key because it's his. So I'm waiting for him at the place where we're going to pick some stuff up. He's got the key to that as well. He is stuck on the A1 because despite the fact that we get snow just about most winters, some worse than others, there's a tiny little bit of snow, and the people of Britain are getting stupider by the moment, and somebody on the A1 has driven into the back of somebody else because they were driving too close. They've skidded across both lanes because the A1 up here is little more than a country lane. Blocked both, and now there's a gigantic traffic jam. So he reckons it'll be about an hour. Or he reckoned he'll be about an hour. Turns out he was a little bit more, but anyway. So I've decided to build a model to pass the time. There we go. I hope that made some sense. We know about snow here. We get snow all the time. This is a very unusual version of those ones where people are ranting in their cars, isn't it? Anyway, I've forgotten what I was going to say. Oh, I haven't... where are the markings? Ooh, there we go, our first... Well, there we go. Ooh, I like that one with that leopardy thing. The classic, this was a classic actually, despite being very simple, and slightly later in their collection, Canon. The MiG-21, I bought it, I liked it. Not the most beautiful plane in the world. I like a Delta wing, but I prefer the Delta to be a bit bigger. I haven't shown you that Saab, have I? That's because it went horribly wrong. Anyway, 61%, come on. Time to stick some Zeppelin on and actually do some gluing. But anyway, just showing you the simple old-fashioned instructions, tiny little bundle of parts, and yes, we do have markings. This is real hauntological stuff, not nostalgia, but you know when you're flung back into another time and for a moment you're almost disorientated by the whole thing. That's what's happening to me now. And I suppose a lot of people are going, this isn't a new addition to the... Yeah, but you don't know how old I am. Look, let me put it this way. In my world, Peter O'Toole and Michael Caine are young men, right? And people like, I don't know, Harry Enfield and Billy Connolly are new people on the block, right? So this, to me, is a new model, newish, you know, and 1968. That's new. Okay, got it. One of the things that flung me back into the past is the fact that the man and the seat are numbers 1 and 2. These days they're like number 25 and 29, aren't they? But look at that. 1, 2, and then one side of the fuselage is 3. Oh, just magnificent. Right, moving on. Battery's dropping because Mrs. Meltdown keeps reminding me I've got to pick up Mini Meltdown. Carry on. Right, two minor problems, absolutely minor. Look, the pilot's seat won't sit properly. There's a hole inside the cockpit for a notch on the back of the seat to go in. I put it in, it keeps coming out. The other thing is, look, just there, they don't line up, and it's not lining up at the front. And when I put that nose cone thing on, it causes things to misalign. So these parts did line up until I put that nose cone on, and then they misalign, which is a pain. Two problems I've got that I hadn't thought of as well. One is I haven't got any like lesser object to act as a glue applicator, so I'll probably end up using a bit of sprue. And I haven't got anything to rest the model on. We've got like clamps and even a little seat thing at home, but so it might end up a little bit wobbly. But look, obviously I'm not going to put the cockpit canopy on because I want to paint the man and I want to spray the whole thing anyway. So that'll go on last, and that'll have to be at home. But that's it, in my opinion. I've made it. It's got the wings, the fuselage is together, and it's got wings and a tail. That's it, it'll fly. The rest, I'll get on with. This bit, parts 14, 15 and 16, go on the underside, have really baffled me. I'm just not quite sure what that is. Some kind of air brake. Not sure if I've got enough hands for this. I might knock it all down. There we go. Air dive brake. I knew I'd seen it. Yeah, well. And they've gone in okay for the wheels, because naturally this will be flying, because it's a mighty, wonderful, super fast jet job. So it really needs to be. It can't be sitting on the ground, can it? Let's put it that way. That's all for now. Quick, hurry up. There is absolutely no light in the sky. It's just grey, and I'm going to have to turn the interior lights on. But I don't want to turn the I'll turn the engine on while I'm doing it. I'll turn the engine off when I'm talking. Right, this bit. You've got a small raised bit to put your missile in. It's just the body of the thing, and then you follow the line down and it goes to a slot. But on the real thing there is not a slot. Sam I am. Right, I had to set myself up in advance for this. It's not visible. Anyway, there are two missile launchers, so to speak. I've forgotten the words now. Things you put the missiles on, and they have gone in perfectly. I'm very happy with those. Much of the underside is not so happy. I just couldn't fathom that. That wasn't going in. The parts they're not the right size. And then this wasn't too bad, but that, they sunk right in very deeply, and I didn't have any tool to get them out. So that may be the real catastrophe of doing it this way. But other than that, it's going all right. That is definitely one of those you often find on the underside, that the various hatches do not want to close. We'll see if I can fill that with something or other. Anyway, get on. The light has gone bonkers. We're going to have quite a downfall. Quite a downfall. That has many meanings, doesn't it? Particularly these days. Anyway, two spikes. They're not going to survive the journey home, so I will leave them on there. And they probably won't survive the spraying, so I'll leave them on there. And then right over here, the glassware, which will possibly be the last to go on, possibly not, who knows. Uh, right, I've got to wrap it all up and move on. Everybody's been texting me. Would you believe it? So I keep having to text back, obviously, to say I'm all right and stuff like that. But it's using up my battery, and I'm down below 50% now. So gonna have to get grown up and do grown up things. But so really, they're the only things to go on. I daren't show the aircraft at the moment because the large bomb or missile needs a lot of care and attention because it hasn't got that stable mounting. So we'll adjourn, and I will see you at the probably in the workshop. Oh, go on then, seeing as you asked so nicely. Yeah, I'm pleased with these. They are absolutely straight as a die, but this is just a little bit wonky. I'll try and redress it, and I'll get it balanced on my jacket on the passenger seat, and hopefully it will survive the journey home. And if I tip it just slightly, it might just lean, because I know there's still a bit of flex in the glue. So we'll see if that does anything for us. Otherwise, there we are, folks. And how long has it taken? Almost exactly 45 minutes. Which is what I hoped, because I really have got to go. Right, see you in the workshop.